all, this is Gitanjali from Bayan Times. Today's top headlines. Two more fall victim to COVID-19, cases cross 600 mark in Andhra Pradesh. Out of the 31 new coronavirus cases reported on Saturday, 17 are from Krishna district. The total number of COVID-19 cases in the state stood at 603. COVID-19 toll in the state rose to 16 with two more deaths, one in Krishna and another in Kurnool district. According to officials, a 60-year-old man from Buddhavarapeta in Kurnool city died while being shifted from Vishwabharati Hospital to Kurnool Government General Hospital. He was admitted to Vishwabharati Hospital with corona symptoms and tested positive. However, the officials are tight-lipped as to the reason why he was shifted from Vishwabharati Hospital, a COVID-19 hospital, to Kurnool GGH and provided details as to when he was admitted and when he tested positive and if he was suffering from any comorbidities. 3 more cases were reported from Nellore, 2 from Prakasam and 1 from West Godavari. 19 COVID-19 patients were recovered fully, were discharged from hospitals in the state. 19 persons were discharged in West Godavari, 6 in Kadapa, 3 in Visakhapatnam and 1 in Krishna. 2 more test positive in Prakasam, count rises to 43. With 2 more persons testing positive on Saturday, the number of COVID-19 patients rose to 43 in Prakasam district. Among the positive patients, one is a 40-year-old woman belonging to Gopalnagar in Ongole and another a 45-year-old man from Gudlur. Both of them are primary contacts of 2 different positive patients who were shifted to COVID-19 isolation ward 4 days ago. Around 25 primary and secondary contacts of the 2 positive patients were shifted to isolation ward. Their samples were collected and sent to VRDL for analysis. District authorities have intensified door-to-door survey in the areas where these patients reside and deployed teams to identify their close contacts. The authorities also spread sodium hypochlorite solution and bleaching powder. Rupees 1,600 crore works at hospitals in Andhra Pradesh. Chief Minister Y.S. Jaganmohan Reddy has directed the officials to invite tenders for the hospital infrastructure development works under Nadu Nedu program. He said it would cost around Rs 16,000 crore for the new constructions under the program. At a review meeting on Saturday, the Chief Minister sought details on the construction and development works of village clinics, primary health care centers, community health centers, area hospitals and district-level hospitals under the Nadu Nedu program. He ordered the officials to identify places for the construction of new medical colleges in the state. Briefing the importance of the Nadu Nedu program in the health sector, Chief Minister said that the fruits of the program will be a great asset to future generations and the public healthcare system will be strengthened in the state. Red Zone Vijayawada as COVID-19 battle intensified. Indicating community transmission of COVID-19 in the city, Krishna District Collector MD Imtiaz on Saturday revealed they were clueless about how around 30 persons without any travel history contracted the virus. Of the total 59 cases recorded in the limits of the Vijayawada Municipal Corporation (VMC) and its adjoining mandals, officials could not ascertain how the affected contracted coronavirus in 30-odd cases. Imtiaz and City Police Commissioner C.H. Dwarka Tirumala Rao came out with startling facts and said more stringent measures will be enforced from Sunday to ensure complete lockdown. The movement of people and vehicles in lanes and by-lanes will be curbed by deploying drones and additional police personnel, and people's adherence to lockdown will be closely monitored. The announcement came on a day when 17 more coronavirus cases were recorded in the district, with 16 in Vijayawada city alone, taking the total number to 70. Community screening, 4 types of tests to ramp up testing to 17,300 per day in Andhra Pradesh. With the rapid diagnostic test RDT antibody and TrueNat kits arriving, The State Health Department is planning to use them to ramp up community screening in the wake of COVID 19 cases with no travel history emerging. While the officials are working to have more virus research and diagnostic laboratories VRDLs up and running in the next 1 week, they are going to use more RDT and TrueNat kits to do 17,300 tests a day from next week. According to the plan devised earlier this week, a total of 79,025 tests were proposed to be done in 1 week. Of them, TrueNat TB diagnostic machines would be 31,500, RDT test would be 22,500, modified polymerase chain reaction PCR would be 17,500 and VRDL would be 7,525. Since community screening has begun, we are increasing the usage of rapid and TrueNat kits. Already, the 240 TrueNat kits available have been sent to 49 hospitals across 13 districts in the state. COVID-19 doubling rate 3.4 days in Andhra, Mandal to be administrative unit. In what indicates the speed at which COVID-19 is spreading in Andhra Pradesh, the average doubling rate of the cases as of Saturday is 3.4 days, with highest being 4 days in Prakasam and Nellore districts. With only 97 of the total 676 mandals being in the red zone, the health department has decided that the entire mandal, adjoining mandal through which the buffer extends, will be treated as red mandal or red zone for the purpose of containment. With the motto Protect the Green and Restrict the Red, the health department clarified that no inter-district or inter-mandal movement of people in red mandals and cities will be allowed except for medical or emergencies like the death of close family members. While restrictions will be in place in all the red mandals till May 3, mingling of people among green mandals will be allowed only after adequate testing in green areas, which will be subsequently notified according to the order issued on Saturday. Ensure no one goes hungry during lockdown, K. Chandrasekhar Rao tells state officials. Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao on Saturday instructed officials to continue the existing measures for the prevention of COVID-19 and ensure that no one went hungry during the lockdown. The CM on Saturday held a high-level review meeting at Pragati Bhavan on the containment of the virus, implementation of lockdown, and other related concerns. He also discussed the issues to be raised at the cabinet meeting to be held on Sunday. COVID-19 is spreading in the state as well as across the country. Against this backdrop, the entire official machinery should be on high alert. Since positive cases are on the rise in Hyderabad, we need to employ strategic approach there, the CM said. Telangana to raise another Rs 2,000 crore as SDL on April 22. The state government is gearing up to raise another Rs 2,000 crore as State Development Loan SDL on April 21. According to a notification issued by Reserve Bank of India RBI, the auction for state government securities will be held on the said date. The securities will be auctioned for Rs 1,000 crore for a 6-year period and another Rs 1,000 for an 8-year period. Both competitive and non-competitive bids for the auction should be uploaded in electronic form on the Reserve Bank of India Core Banking Solution eKuber system on April 21. The non-competitive bids should be submitted between 10:30 am and 11 am, according to officials. Meanwhile, the competitive bids should be submitted between 10:30 am and 11:30 am. It may be recalled that the state government has raised 2,000 crore as SDL on April 13. The auction of government securities was necessary as the government was running out of revenue due to the lockdown. No job cuts, please, appeals Minister K.T. Ramarao. Industries Minister K.T. Ramarao requested managements of various industries and companies to not sack employees and consider other forms of cost cutting instead. In a letter to industries on Saturday, Rama Rao said, "On behalf of the government, I appeal to you to ensure that no employee, regular or contractual or outsourced, loses his or her job, whatever be the situation. As a company, you may consider other forms of cost cutting, including pay cuts, deferment of increment or bonuses, etc." In the government itself, salary deferments have been announced for the Chief Minister, ministers, senior officers, and employees of all levels. I am aware that industries are facing multiple challenges due to the lockdown that has led to loss of production, loss of revenue, and shrinkage of market. Yet, humanity demands that in this period of crisis, we are compassionate towards the workforce that has served us for so many years, Rama Rao told the industrialist in the letter. Gandhi Hospital teeming with corona positive families. Gandhi Hospital is full of COVID 19 affected families, many of whom are contacts of returnees from Nizamuddin Markaz in Delhi. In some cases, there are 10 to 20 members belonging to a single family who are being treated, starting from a few weeks old infants to pregnant women and elderly men and women. The hospital has closed to 30 children under the age of 12, including at least 5 infants and 3 pregnant women. Speaking to Express, a doctor from Gandhi Hospital's pediatric ward said, "Majority of the patients, over 450 of them, currently admitted in Gandhi Hospital are related to Markaz returnees. There are children, pregnant women, and elderly people from the same families. The children and the adults are all being given symptomatic treatment. None of the pregnant women or children are critical as of now." Speaking to the press earlier, Health Minister Yatala Rajendra said that a family of 5 people ended up infecting close to 81 people. Dr. Shravan Kumar, superintendent of Gandhi Hospital, said the government is working with full force to control spread of the virus. Patients at Gandhi Hospital are being provided proper nutritional meals. Pharmacies to collect details of customers. Pharmacies across the state would now have to collect details of the people who purchase medicines for ailments such as cough, cold, and fever, which are also symptoms of COVID-19. These details, comprising addresses and phone numbers, should be submitted to the state government, which would maintain a directory of such people and take their samples for test if necessary. MOUD Principal Secretary Arvind Kumar on Saturday issued directions to all the urban local bodies (ELBs), including the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation (GHMC) and additional collectors, to hold meetings with the owners of pharmacies and their associations and issue necessary instructions in their regard. The pharmacy owners would also be asked to inform people about the initiative before taking the details. According to MAUD, the move is necessitated as some may hesitate to report to the government if they are symptomatic owing to the social stigma attached to COVID-19 and may try to self-medicate. With this, we conclude with our today's news headlines. For more such latest news and updates, like, share and subscribe By Times. Stay tuned, stay updated.